Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. This has been the most awaited video for this month, I am sure. I did a shop with me vlog where I got these samples from the Nykaa store for Endless Night, and if you have not watched it yet, I think you must go and watch it and let me know if you enjoy these shop with me vlogs, because I'm totally planning on doing more and visiting different stores for clothing or perfumes or whatever you feel like watching. Just let me know in the comment section below of any of the videos. I'm going to talk about Endless Night perfumes from Nykaa today in this video, so let's quickly get into it and roll the intro. There are no decants available on Nykaa website or in Nykaa store, so it's really difficult to get a smaller packaging in it. If you have to buy, you absolutely have to buy a full bottle in it. And the bottles are kind of okay looking, not too classy, not too cheap. It's just perfect for the price range that we are getting it in, which is 1300 rupees or 1400 rupees, somewhere around those lines. So yes, I think according to the price, the bottles are quite fine. And I got my samples in a book like this, so you can, if you are not sure about something, or you just want to try something but you also want to bring that home with you, and if there are multiple things you want to try, always carry a book like this with you so that you can get the samples home. And I have got all the samples in this, so we are going to talk about these one by one. I definitely have my notes ready because I had to do that quickly so that I do not run out of the fragrances that is there on the strips. So the first fragrance that we are going to talk about is Afterglow, which comes in a red bottle. The top notes on this is coffee and almond, heart has rose and jasmine, and base notes have tonka and cacao. Well, still on the strip, it is coming off as a very powdery floral sweet fragrance, and it strongly reminds me of Bisios from the previous line. It has very much of a similarity to Bisios for sure, but it is a slightly lighter version of it. The apple in that one, the apple tartness was a little too much in that one. This is like a lighter and lifted version, which is kind of lifted from the florals, and it just comes off as a sweet florally powdery fragrance to me. I do not smell any nuttiness or any coffee in this. Like, there is no prominent note of coffee in it, and there is absolutely no nuttiness to it in my opinion. But if you do not have anything like that of Bisios, and if you're looking for better aroma chemical quality and a lighter version on that, anything can be your preference. In my personal pick, if given a choice between Bisios and Afterglow, I would any day pick this, but do not think of it as a gourmand or a coffee fragrance. Nothing that sort is going on in here. Probably these coffee and tonka notes are just adding a powderiness to it and a slight bit darkness to it, and making it like a nighttime sweet powdery floral, and basically making it a nighttime appropriate sweet powdery floral fragrance. I do not dominantly smell that coffee or tonka or cacao in it for sure, but they are maybe working in the background and making it more nighttime appropriate in my opinion for summer times as well as for winter times. But I would rather pass on this one because I'm not that impressed with this. Next up, I have Sweet Whisper. It is the one in a green bottle. It has the top notes of pepper and raspberry, heart notes of jasmine, orange blossom, and base notes of vanilla and patchouli. I majorly smell the floraliness in it, with a bit of patchouli and vanilla adding a bit of smoothness to it, and then raspberry adding a little bit of sweetness. It definitely comes off as pleasant and classy to me. It's definitely fresh with a soft spiciness in the background, and has a slight, as I said before, it has a slight sweetness from vanilla and raspberry, and very slightly and bearable kind of green from patchouli, which is not disturbing the fragrance at all. It's kind of making it a little different and not a typical floral fragrance for sure. So it has everything in it. It has the sweetness from fruits and vanilla, and then smoothness as well, then a slight bit of greenness from patchouli, floraliness from jasmine and orange blossom. And in my personal opinion, all orange blossom fragrances come off as very classy to me. So this definitely is a like sweet florally fragrance which is super classy, and I'm actually liking this one quite a lot, have to say that. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Soft Love, and it is in the light blue colored bottle. The notes on this are: on top it has blackcurrant and pink pepper, mid notes have jasmine tea, and base notes have bourbon vanilla. This has to be my favorite of all the fragrances that they had available in the store. But definitely for the summertime, it has this tea-like facet to it with a fresh, very slight soapiness in the background from jasmine, slightly soft and spicy with a very mild sweetness to it. This is beautiful. This is something that somebody from Bridgerton, those ladies with beautiful gowns and gloves, their hair done so well and in complicated buns, somebody from Bridgerton would smell like. It again comes off as a very classy fragrance to me. Romantic, fresh, elegant, and sophisticated. If there is something you have to pick up from the entire line, I think this definitely would be something that I would suggest you if you're into the fresh tea-like fragrances that have a bit of soapiness in the background. Do go for this one. Next up we have Dark Desire, and if I'm not wrong, it is in the entire black, like opaque black bottle. The top notes on this are pink pepper and bergamot, mid notes have geranium and jasmine, and base notes have vanilla and amber. This definitely is a nighttime sexy fragrance in my opinion. It is fresh and warm and soft and spicy at the same time. Very slight and bright herbally greenness very much in the background, which kind of is adding a bit of sensuality to the fragrance. A little soapy as well from the jasmine, but more like a nighttime soapy fragrance because of that amber, which is adding a warmth to it along with jasmine. So, it's kind of not exactly, I'm not saying that it is an exact dupe or something, but it is in the same line as that of JLo Glow. How JLo Glow is a floral warm fragrance but still has this strong amber going on, which kind of makes it a sensual nighttime, like a soapy fragrance but more appropriate for the nighttime sort of fragrance. So it has the same facet in it like that of JLo Glow. It's not exactly reminding me of that, but the feel of this fragrance is kind of similar because that also has jasmine and rose along with amber, and this also has jasmine with amber. So that's why. And the last one that was available in the stores was Wild Dreams. It is the dark blue bottle. Top notes have mandarin and raspberry, mid notes have rose and orchid, and base we have amber and chocolate. It is a citrusy floral with some sweet fruitiness in the background. I do not exactly smell chocolate in it. I do not dominantly smell chocolate in it. Maybe it's very much in the background and very less quantity of chocolate has been used to add just a little bit of sweetness to it. It's definitely a citrus fragrance with a rose dominating note to it, which is kind of slightly warm and sweet. And I personally would pass on this because I think this entire line has so much more going on with fragrances like Dark Desire and Soft Love. If I'm not taking the name wrong, yes, Soft Love. So I think those are very interesting fragrances. If you want to go for a warm and soapy fragrance or a fresh and warm fragrance at the same time, I think you should go for Dark Desire. And if you want to go for a daytime romantic and beautiful, sophisticated, elegant fragrance, then go for Soft Love. Those would be my two top picks from the entire line that I have tried in these stores. Talking about the aroma chemical quality on these, I think it's pretty good and is definitely better than the Moi range because they are not coming off as diluted version of others or oil perfumes. So they are definitely coming off as very modern, and I am all yay for it. And in my opinion, they are decent performers with around 6 hours of longevity on the clothes, so which is also again not bad for the price. So if you're really curious about them, if you have a store in your city, then go and try them in a store on any of the weekends, because the samples are very much available in these stores. But if not, you can buy according to whatever you like, depending on the notes and my opinions, if you really trust that. So those are my two definite picks, which is Soft Love and Dark Desire. They did not have the 6th variant in it. I wish they had it. But personally, I would, after having so many perfumes, to be honest, I would personally not buy Nykaa perfumes, because I don't know, I have so much stuff already. So, and since I have already reviewed them, so I'm not really gravitating towards them for my personal use. If you do not have anything such in your collection, whatever I have just explained, you definitely should go for them, because the aroma chemicals are definitely better quality on these. So I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to be my peaches. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.
Slowly kisses passing by the river. Have been missing your strawberry.